Ready, set, go. Hi, Goodness. Thank you for your time and for the willingness to make this little interview with me. Would you just be so fine, because people in Austria don't know you, to introduce yourself quickly?
Okay. My name is Goodness Imrema, and I used to work with Farm Africa, the international NGO in Babati, but I'm originally from Kilimanjaro, and I was born in Moshi town, and now I'm living and working here at TAWLA in Dar es Salaam. So that's all.
Okay, so we got to know each other in November 2014 because we are counterparts here. Mm-hmm. What was your first impression when you got to know me?
First, when I was here, I didn't meet you. You were not around in the office, so I met people who you used to work with before, and then they give out their impression and what they think about you. There was a lot, as we know, from people, the negative things and the positive ones, but mostly I don't know, everybody has got his or her own perspective. So when they tell me things, I just keep them in my mind and my heart, and then I say, I better wait for a person, and then if I see that person from what she or he behaves like and do, then I'll get to know her, what kind of a person she is. But since I know you, you're just a hard-work person, you are passionate, and you are really ready to use your professionalism with anybody. You are helping. I don't know even how much to say about it, but I really enjoyed working with you, and everything was perfect. It was not like just the way others expressed before, so I'm very, very happy.
Thank you. What do you think I leave as a, I don't know, as a footprint here? Is there anything I could really like change here? Do you think?
Yes, because I also knew that I joined in November, but others have been working with this organization for 2 years now, and then they say it a lot. For example, there are people that I recommend your work, it's a very good work, that you took the organization from far on the issues, the technical issues, especially the IT and communications issues like the website and the social media and stuff like that. They say that they were there, but they're just like dead ones. So you did a lot to renovate everything, and then they are back, and then I find everything in a perfect place. I can say that you did really a good job.
Do you think, from what we've gone through together, do you think you're going to be you're going to be able to take over that? Are you satisfied with the knowledge transfer I've made, or do you think it's so halfway? I don't know. Yeah.
Personally, I would say that first, though it's a short time, but I've learned a lot. It's not all about the work that you're talking about. Then I've learned from you about how I can improve my professionalism and how I can get engaged in different things. We do together the others, and then the social things, the professional things, and the work things, that what I'm gonna do to make them more perfect and stuff like that. And we always insist on hard working, and then the creativity thing, and then just things.
But you were super creative. It's not me. Actually.
It's all about you, Martina, because if I give up the idea, you're not just like those, but you know, it's difficult for someone else to take someone's idea if you have your own idea in mind. But for you, I say, hey, Martina, I've got this and this and this. What do you think? Say, oh, yeah, cool. But what do you think if we do this? It's just like that. So I'm getting the courage of coming with new things up every now and then. I'm not like, oh no, even if I'm going to tell her she's not going to work, it's not like that. Mm. So that's the cool thing that I have from you, and I hope that you can keep it up. Yeah, it makes you even be a friendly person to people, that, hey, if you're stuck somewhere, you can ask Martina, and she is available. Sometimes we're busy and we really disturb you. Hey, Martina, I can read the sentence.
Julius just said the same thing. He's like, well, sometimes you were so stubborn, you didn't even want to talk to us. And I was like, no, I was in the middle of a strategy thing.
Provide the information, even if we are that much busy. Hey, Martina, can you help? And then, just 1 minute, I'm concentrating on something, and then you help. And then for me, you help me with the work and the social things. I've done a lot.
And the fridge.
Yes, and the fridge and the other stuff. For me, you're not only the counterpart, but a friend, a sister, something like that. I'm so sad that you're leaving.
I'm really sad as well, and I think if I would stay another year, we would have a lot of fun, the two of us.
Yes, but I hope we're gonna come back to Tanzania.
Who knows?
Yes, I'll be happy to see you.
Is there any story you want to share? Is there anything that comes up to your mind? I mean, I know we didn't have a lot of time, but I don't know. I mean, is there one thing?
Personally, not really a story, just a job. Sometimes get upset. So you do some things and then
like what?
to remember the first days when I was here, and then there was meetings, continuous meetings. Then I'm like, hey, is my week gonna be attending meetings all the days? And then I'm just like, oh no, if it's gonna keep on being like this, we will not achieve our objectives and stuff like that. Seriously, if you get upset, but it helps me that they cool down the meetings and then I have time to learn from you. So I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I at a certain time I just interfered because I was like, otherwise we wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
And last weekend we actually had the fridgy thing, which I have to say was a really funny story for me, because you were calling, you're like, no, I've got somebody organized African style. I already have somebody from somebody who's got somebody, and then Muzungu comes along and just takes a Bajaj, rides over.
You know what? I just love the idea that you are so quick and sharp that you saw that everything's gonna suck and then you rescue me in this situation because there was no other option, and then I'm new to that place. I don't know anybody and I don't know even where to go those people, so I could just start somewhere in the middle and then we just like a stubborn person like that, and I was just on the way and then I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? But thanks.
But we managed. It was really funny when we came there and it was like the Bajaji said, oh yeah. Then Haji came and he's like, hey, my name is Haji, do you remember me? And I'm like, yes. Well, we moved from Mikojeni to Kinondoni and then Halafu to Kigamboni and then back. And I'm like, okay, he knows everything. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take you because I need somebody who brings my fridgy to my friend over there in Milimani City. And then they said, yeah, 35,000. I'm like, she's not a Muzungu. You got to talk to her. And when I ask you, like, you're 20,000, that's enough. And it was so funny.
And then I give the other guy who was standing behind the car, and then I give him 3,000. Just as a and saying thank you for.
But these guys basically, I mean, it was so funny when they put up the fridge and then suddenly took all the other stuff from the garage as well.
They passed, I don't know where the place is that they put them down and then say, hey, we're coming back for our things, let's do the work first. And I was like, what are we going to do with them? Oh no, sister, you don't know about them. We're gonna work on them, and they're not that much straight, but I don't know what are they going to do with them.
I felt very, very safe for you. Like I was like, because when I said, oh my God, now she's sitting in the front with these guys, and I'm like, well, I know Haji. If something happens, I'm gonna call Haji, and then they're all busted, and Haji knows, and he's like, okay. So well, the network.
And then they help me the fridge inside the house, and then they like just say, hey, next time when you have the things to move from there, just let me know. But on the way they're just like, hey, did you buy the fridge? Then I say, no, they give me the
as a present. You and your gifties.
No, it's because that's something, if it's not your job or something, why do you have to
know.
do with them again?
True.
Yeah.
Skilissa, is there anything you wanted to add? Anything you want to give me as an advice? I don't know. Anything of your super notes?
Nothing here, but I was just putting them in. Maybe what I can say is that you keep up the spirit, the hardworking, the good things. I know you are a foreigner, but you involve yourself in very, very a lot of things that at some point I'm sure that they had something in your professionalism, and then they make you more aware of the environment that you are and different things that you can do socially and stuff like that. And seriously, I just love the spirit because you always keep me even updated in some issues because I'm here. I don't know even what's going on and what's happening. And also involve yourself in a lot of things that makes you increase the knowledge in different things. You're not afraid to try, and you're a courageous person. You just keep them up. And I'm sure if we are not going to work together in TAWLA, maybe we should gonna meet somewhere else.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who knows if I'm gonna come back, you know?
I'll be happy for you.
Cool.
That's all, Martina.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the time, for the wonderful time we had together. I really have to say wonderful because you are such a sensitive person. You're super smart. There's things I just explain once to you. And yes, if you didn't train it in 2 months, then sometimes I had to explain it a second time, but never the whole thing. I always had the feeling you were paying attention, and you know, like if there was an issue and you didn't know how to keep on going, then you asked, and that makes a huge difference, because if you don't ask, people cannot help you. And I sometimes also have to ask, you know, it's not that I know everything. So yeah, it was a real pleasure. And as we had one friend in common, Sandra and Babati from Farm Africa, it was also, I think, kind of, you know, like it was meant to be somehow when we got to know each other. He was like, what, you know Sandra, cool.
Hey Sandra, Martina is saying, hey, did you meet Martina? Are you working with them? And then it's, hey, yes, we are working together. Oh, cool. She's such a nice person, but I don't know if you guys ever meet her. Just like she had about you from someone else. I don't know.
No. I know her from, well, we know each other from 7-week preparation course in Vienna. And we got to, so we saw each other twice in Uganda.
And then when Sandra was coming to Babati, she was directed by another friend of mine who used to work in another organization, that, hey, when you reach there, you call this person. So that girl gave Sandra my number, and when she was in Babati, she called, hey, goodness, my name is and I was given your number by, she said that you're going to help me around and stuff like that. And I was like, cool. Then I usually used to invite Sandra for dinner. And then sometimes we got together. The other times
nice.
she taught us how to play salsa and the music.
Yeah.
It was really funny. And we enjoyed it. It
Yeah.
was just fine. It's a small town. We didn't have places to go and that much funny, but it was really funny. I love it.
And now you're in the big town, and now you have all the options. Like learning how to swim.
And then I have to try, because I don't know, seriously, I don't know how to swim.
Really? Yeah, but you know, you should hook up with Naomi, because she asked me the other day.
Oh, she wanna do that? Then I'll check.
And you should do it together. That would be fun.
Because I don't know.
Well, and there are nice classes here and super nice people. You get to know a lot of friendly people. See? Connected, check.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much.